Hey, I'm back. It's the next day. It's now Tuesday. Yeah. Went to work. Stopped and got some parts, pieces. I looked up the torque for the two loose head bolts. They're for what is it? 50 to 55 is the torque spec. So there's 50. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go 53. And I'm not going to do these in any order because, well, just because they're already out of order, I guess. I'm not going to start in the middle and work a way around. Anyway, how'd everybody do at work today? Where did you go to work? You on vacation? Planning any spring trips? Let's see. Oh, that wasn't much. It popped. You know what, let's just go ahead and take the 55. That doesn't seem very tight. Oh yeah, that's tight. That's tight. Yep, okay, we're good. I don't know why I have to keep trying these other ones. I'm going to find something wrong. And I don't want to find nothing wrong. I want to keep moving forward. All right, good enough. Okay, don't forget, put it back to 0. Not less than 0, but put it back to 0. I think there's a stop line on here. Yep, right there. We'll lock her down right there. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to go set this down and we'll grab the brass for the gas tank and we'll get that all hooked up and see what that looks like. Well, to tape pipe dope or not to tape or pipe dope, that is the question. I know these should get tight enough to seal up, but they don't always seem to do that for me. I like Teflon tape over pipe dope. So we're going to put a little bit on here. Being careful not to get it in the way of the fuel system, so if it comes undone, that doesn't plug up anything. I mean, yeah, it's going to go through a filter, but why take that chance of getting it to float anywhere? Okay, again, don't forget, there's our Sharpie mark right here. I'm just going to turn this in by hand a ways. So I'm going to put that fitting on there and see, I want it to go that way. Yep, I want it to go that way. This is going to be under here, be right there, like that, and like that. Okay, I always stopped, got the smaller nipple. There we go. I don't know about everybody else, the rest of you, but I should have clocked in for work yesterday when I was here. Ended up having a dream last night that I was at work and, oops, and I was asked to take a road trip, which is actually happening, or happened. 3 of the guys took off over the mountains to eastern Washington. And in my dream, I was asked if I could go because one of those guys couldn't go. So here I am dreaming about this and thinking about work. I don't enjoy thinking about work while I'm sleeping. Especially. That is right? Well, I better get that thing around here and make sure. I mean, good grief. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it. Yep, because that's going to be like that. And I'll open the flow like that. At least that's my thought. I might complain later. Where did I put? So, anybody else dream about work? How do you feel about that? You're not getting paid. What else is going on? Well, we're a day closer to the spring pull. I still got to figure out if I'm going. If I am, what I'm taking. Well, I know I'm taking Twitchy, but am I going to get far enough on this to be able to take it? Yeah, it's a smooth jaw right there, or fairly smooth. That way I didn't mar up the brass bad. Oh. Yeah, I decided to go with brass instead of just galvanized or black pipe, just because I want it to look a little nicer. Yeah, the tractor's about as ugly as you can find them, but thought is when this is in its final stage, we will get this thing painted. I don't even know if we'll get to the final stage. At some point, let's just get the thing running and we'll see where we end up with all this. But right now, thought is put something nice on it. It costs a little bit more. I don't remember how much. Also, I went with 3/8 hose. So I can make sure I have all the fuel supply getting to the carburetor. Now, Krusty, the Formula H, is just stock fuel line, but I don't have any starvation problems. And that might be close to 35 to 40 horse, somewhere in there. I haven't had it on a dyno since we first built it and had it at 31 horse, but so that is stock fuel line, sediment bowl, no fuel pump. Twitchies, for those of you who watch or have been watching or have seen Twitchy, it does have a fuel pump. Oop. Not certain that it needs it, but it has it. And the tractor's built. It's already done. That's the way I got it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Thing runs good. Let it be. Let's see, 3/4. So this one, it's stock again. It's going to be right around 35 horse, and we're going to stock carburetor. It's a Z carb, Z engine. This should be able to handle the fuel system. Gravity fed should be able to handle it just fine. So I'm not worried about it. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one again. So yeah, where were we? Fuel system, yeah, stock. I'm going with the bigger line. Got rid of the sediment bowl, as you saw. Oh, I hope I didn't make a mistake there. I kind of like that. I like it at the bottom. I was going to put it up top and have it swing down, but I like that. I don't know if I want to go one more round that way. Should be that one. Yep, we'll go around. One more trip. I'm probably going to regret this. Just a little bit more, right? Okay, it's all lined up. That is now shut off. Let's see. Okay, we'll get this stuff out of the way. And let's get it back up on the tractor. Let's see. Let's angle you guys up. There we go. Take a look at how this is. Who knew? Oh, it's not going to work. That's why you check these things out. Dang it. All right, let's bring you back over here where I'm going to be. So this cannot be forward, so I have to it's going to have to go down just like that. Okay, let's try this again. Can you guys see? There we go. Let's see. Seems like I have to slide it into there. Well, that's not going to work either because I think the hood strap's going to be right there. This will work, but good gravy. I thought I had this figured out. Oh, geez, that's tight. Fuel line. All right, we may have to make adjustments later. that's going to be close. Here's my fuel filter from our local parts store. Get my nice black hose all dirty. Let's see, I need a better screwdriver. Here it is. Now that I'm in the mood of taking parts off other pieces of equipment, being the carburetor and fuel tank, I know the starter works, but the voltage regulator or the starter solenoid is messed up, and the ones I've got, they have the positive on this side, and they're only a one-way current solenoid, so it has battery marked on this side, and your battery actually hooks up on this post over here, and then it feeds through. So I thought they were multi-directional, but I guess not. So I don't know if I'm gonna stab myself. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and try and rig something up on this thing, or get another solenoid, or just take that starter. If my brother was watching, he'd say, just take it. When are you going to ever use that thing again? I know. My nephew would say the same thing, or one of them. I think I got that too tight. I know I used to run that combine engine. Shoot, I took it to the show. It's still too tight. Took that thing to the show a few times. Taking it through parades. Ran great. I'll never get a combine to put it on, but you know, it ran great. So the engine still turns over. It's a good engine. I mean, that was another option, sticking in this. The thing though with there's something you may not know, is that the combine engine does not have an oil filter on the bottom. I guess they just change oil. So that comes out like that. Goes to there. Actually, this might work. As long as that handle's not in the way of that strap when it comes through. Alright, I need to find something to cut this with, and we'll get that fuel filter in. Well, I just made the first cut. It's just a pair of scissors, cheap ones. I couldn't find my tin snips I was going to use, or my hose cutters, so let's make sure. Most of these time, oh, there it is. They're marked to the carburetor. So, right there on the plastic. So you got to make sure it's that way. And that I've got room for it. I'm going to cut there. Figure out which way to put this on so you don't slice and dice. Maybe that way. There we go. Take a a little more hose right there. Slide that on. Shoot. I don't know what I'm doing today. Pull that dang thing loose before I get it to pull off. There we go. Put it on the bottom side. Yep, do that way. So I'm going to have to cut this thing again. I'm not, though. I think I'm going to, no, I am going to cut it. Otherwise it's going to be way too long. It's going to stick way too far out. There we go. Cannot believe these scissors are able to cut that. God, what a waste of hose. I should have done that different. Well, it's only like 2 inches, but still. This one I'm going to go over the top, because that's the way, easiest way I'm going to be able to reach that thing. And that is going to take a little work. Good grief. There we go again. Almost don't need to. You say you don't need hose clamps. I mean, these are pretty tight, but at the time you ouch, I'm getting pinched. By the time you put it all together and start moving it around, then it will start to leak. There we go. Well, let's see, like that. All right, hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Elbow, 1.5 inch nipple, check ball valve, hose, filter, hose, carburetor. We are getting close. I need to figure out what to do for a starter. I need to go to the parts room and see about some throttle linkage. A lot of ours had them either up by the steering wheel or down here on your right, kind of by your right knee. So hopefully I got a hand throttle for that. Then it's just a piece of round stock. I'll replace this thing here because it's going to be short. Otherwise it's going to go all the way to right about here where our handle would be. So that's my thought for the next time, subject to change. But yeah, that's it. We're making progress. We're getting close to starting this thing. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good evening, day, whatever time you watch this. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.